Hi, everyone. Thanks for clicking on this video. Make sure you... we're Access Hockey, first of all. Before I tell you what to do, I should tell you who we are.
No.
We're Access Hockey MI. She's Rachel. I'm Janae. We like to talk about hockey, and we are so glad you clicked on the video to watch us talk about hockey. And hopefully like, comment, subscribe,
good.
And share this video if you like it. Today...
I think you should like it if your draft list was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
should have like 1 million likes.
1
million.
In minimum.
At least.
Minimum. Anyway, today, if you could probably guess, we're going to talk about who the Red Wings drafted first overall, first draft. First
but 8.
He wasn't first overall. Slobbering on this one.
It's okay.
Anyway, we're going to talk about Marco Kasper, who Detroit picked in the 2022 entry draft for the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Let's go. Please continue.
So, Kasper came weighing in at, it was 6'2", 187 pounds. This is how you weigh in. He played for the Rogle or Rogle, not sure about that one, J20 team, so the juniors, so 20 and under. For the first part of last season, he had 13 points in 12 games. Then he got promoted to the SHL level, which is their top tier over there, kind of like their NHL. And he got 11 points in 46 games played there. So just to kind of put it into a frame of reference here, he was a fourth liner. He is a centerman. He was a fourth liner playing against a bunch of dudes at 17. So
So that should be in consideration. And we always say, as you know, that it's impressive to see them graduate to the SHL. That's a good sign. That means that he's, out of the... We always say you should play higher than where you are if you want to get there. If you're in the AHL, you should play higher to NHL to get to NHL.
Play like you don't belong. You can take that either way.
So that shows that he was playing like he didn't belong. He was in the U18s for Austria as well, where he was getting a lot more points. But of course, once you increase your skill, you increase your competition as well.
When you're not playing against 17-year-olds, it's a little harder.
A little.
Just not
just
that
I'd
imagine.
It is important to note the Detroit Red Wings had 9 picks in the 2022 draft. So we have 9 guys that we'll be talking about going forward. We're going to talk about, of course, Kasper today. So how we're going to break this down is we're going to go over basically what was said about him from Yzerman, Draper, the important people. And then we're going to talk about the footage that we've watched and kind of where we see that going, or like the skill. And then we're going to talk about maybe concerns, things that he should improve on, and kind of looking forward. So that's going to be kind of how it's framed.
The layout, roughly. So kind of wrapping up the scouting staff's ideas and thoughts about this kid, Draper did spend a decent amount of time over in Sweden, kind of watching him and a handful of other players, and we have other prospects over there right now.
And other scouts.
We
spend a lot of time in Sweden.
Right, yeah. Me personally.
We don't. Our scouts do. Our scouts.
Nick Lidstrom is over there helping with the prospects, doing some scouting over there, working with the team over here. You've got Hakan Anderson, who has been our number one gun for, 25, 26 seasons?
He's been there.
He's been the man for scouting, especially in Europe. So Draper was over there working with him, watching this kid. He did get a chance to watch him in 12 different games. And he did say that he really loved his high compete level. That was something and has been something that the team and staff has reiterated over the last few seasons. Really high compete level. He loved his discipline on and off the ice. The fact that he learned another language fluently prior to getting to Sweden was really encouraging because it shows that he has the intentionality there.
Well, and he's trying to mold in where he is. He's trying to fit in and get them. I think if you can speak that language, you can not fit in a little bit more, but understand even more what's expected of you. You understand what they're saying to you.
Well, and it just shows, too, that he was able to sit down and actually do it. And speak it fluently. He's Austrian-born. He knows German. He knows English. He knows...
I wonder if it's... I'm sure it's easier, kind of a segue, if you know 2 languages already.
Yeah, I feel like the brain kind of just automatically goes into that mode. I don't know. I don't know another language. But Yzerman also said that he really liked how smart he seemed, very high hockey IQ. He's very skilled, but not flashy. He's just a very efficient and proficient skater and shooter.
Yeah. Also, very interesting to note that...
These are important hands.
No list that we looked at had him higher than 14th overall. And that's pretty exciting. Not exciting, but kind of like we weren't the only ones that were wrong.
Everybody was wrong.
We were guilty of not looking closer at him, sure, but that's only based on the fact that we were, looking at other guys. And this is the same thing where other teams didn't pick him. And it kind of goes into how every team is picking based on what they need going forward, or what they see that their skill is, or where they want to pigeonhole their team into going, the
long
direction.
Game over the next couple seasons.
Yeah, so this is clearly a player that they see going forward as being a good fit for the team. And watching some video, it's easy to see why. He's a good skater. He's very fluid. He's good with his edges. He doesn't have amazing I would say not body strength, but he can kind of get thrown off a puck, which I've seen in other Swedish players that we have. You can see them get thrown off the puck. They're high skill, but sometimes they can't. Some of their skill doesn't translate to the NHL where these big guys, where these big guys can throw them off the puck. So if he can get that under control, that would be great also. He gets a lot of net front shots. So, of course, being a center, it has been said that he's good at all three positions. So all three forward positions. So that's good to have that versatility as well. And I would just say that he could probably work on his shot, but so far the bones look pretty good for, I would say that top 10 in the draft.
Yeah.
I would say that alone shows that there's the confidence in his ability. And when you see him play, you can tell that he's confident, which is an important thing to bring into a team too.
I do find it interesting that right after hiring Lalonde, which look at our last video, they talked about having a defensively strong and physical team, but we drafted a pretty light, skilled European player. Which is
I was going to say, we're going to come in here with some. I will say we were not blown away.
No.
If we're being honest, we weren't blown away just because we've kind of seen now a track record of drafting. Yep. I would say that Seider was not in that track record. No. Like he is he's a big defenseman.
His favorite player is Chris Pronger, if that tells you anything. So
Philly, do you remember?
Yeah.
Yzerman, do you remember?
Sorry,
How
sir.
do you get over that kind of stuff? You know what I mean?
I would want to pummel him every time I saw him.
That's why we don't play hockey.
I don't forgive that easily.
We're working on it.
It's a process.
But anyway, it is interesting. It brings up important questions. Are the Red Wings in a rut of drafting, I guess is what you could say.
That's a good question, yeah.
Are we going to be using any of the guys that we have been developing in Europe already? I'm excited to see who we bring over and how they fit. Another question would probably be, is he going to be a good fit?
Right.
Which is something you don't know right away.
Right. And that's something, like the draft it's literally just a lottery. You know, you're almost drawing from a hat, hoping these guys long game work for your team and the kind of culture you want to create.
Yeah, right. You can't see,
we can't see 2 to 3 seasons ahead, but also it does beg the question, what role are the other ones that we've drafted intended to play? And, if you're looking even sometimes 3 and 4 seasons ahead, the dynamic of the team could be 100% different, and I have a feeling it will be.
Yeah.
But with the focus being definitely more European, we love the European leagues. I love that skill. But it is interesting that this is the first route that we took. And Yzerman was surprised. I think you said it.
Yeah.
He's always surprised that we get it.
He's always surprised. I'm surprised he was at 8.
You don't look surprised, but okay, well, take your word for it. But we do need skill. There's no doubt about that. But I would love to see it almost like a Tomas Holmstrom kind of way. You know? Net front.
Or like a Konstantinov kind of way.
I feel like some of those checks should still be legal in the NHL. More people would watch hockey.
Got to be careful. But I think it does beg some important questions there for the Red Wings drafting. I mean, we got Filip Zadina a few years ago. He's a winger. We got Veleno a few years ago. He's a center winger. We've had Rasmussen for forever, it feels like, and he's still in. So I guess where does this kid fit? And, what's the long-term goal for getting him there, I guess. Right. So those are the questions that Rachel and we've just been starting to ask.
Just kind of taking a step back objectively, really trying to be realistic about this.
Yeah, and we are in development. Yes. That is the reality.
We personally, as analysts, as well as a team.
Oh, analysts. Sounds so fancy.
That's what we are. But overall thoughts, a little bit of deja vu here. Could be a good fit, but he needs time. He's already committed to Rogle for next season, so he's not going to be right away.
He's got the bones.
Yep.
There's no doubting that.
In fact, he has bones.
He's got the bones of a good hockey player.
Yeah.
And a skilled hockey player. So there's no denying that. So as far as that goes, as long as he gets in that system and he keeps building on what he's got and he gets
going, kiddo.
And he gets the confidence of, the Red Wings and their development process, it's going to be exciting to see kind of where he goes. So that's basically kind of the gist of what we got from the Marco Kasper draft. We will be talking about the other draft picks that we got. Again, like I said, we had 9 picks. One of them being USHL Muskegon Lumberjacks, former player, which is very exciting.
He's a little grit ball.
Yeah, we watched him. He's tall. We'll talk about him.
Not little grit ball. He's just out grit
He's
ball.
Tall. Yeah. Canadian.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Body. Just a big body.
So let us know in the comments what you think of this draft pick. If you had him anywhere on your list, congratulations.
Yeah.
Your top 10 list, I should say.
If you're upset about Savoie not going to us, I think a lot of people probably are.
Yeah, I was surprised because the guy that we thought we were going to pick, Yurov, he went 24th overall.
Yep.
I was so surprised he was left at 24th.
So surprised.
So surprised.
We're first and second. It's like, what is going on? Like,
I know.
None of this order
I
makes
didn't
sense.
see Slavkovsky going first, but
he was excited.
Yeah.
So good for him.
So that's great. But let us know what you thought overall of the draft. We'd really be interested in hearing what you said. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And let us know maybe who was your favorite that we did draft if you had been watching them. If you watch in the later rounds and you were like, oh, we got that guy, I'm impressed. Like,
good for you.
Some of these guys, I'm like, who? Who is that guy?
One guy, it's like a T and an N and an O. So we're going to have to work on pronunciation for some of these.
Yeah, so let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your support and your conversation in the comment section. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.